I've always been told that my injustice meter spins a little high.
Tenille Rawls, a skilled nurse practitioner whose life was forever changed 5 years ago when a little girl came through the emergency room with injuries. And because they suspected abuse, they reported it to the state.
When she returned to see us in clinic, her cast was dirty and she was hungry and her hair wasn't fixed. And it was my first interaction of, why isn't she in a better environment than what she left?
The inadequate intervention kicked Tenille into high gear. She made call after call, and when that got her nowhere, she showed up at the DHS office determined to stay until she could speak to someone about the child.
That's when I was told there's not enough homes. There's not enough foster homes for these children. And it was just mind-blowing. I don't think I'd realized the magnitude of the need.
She and her husband immediately took the necessary steps to open their own home to foster children.
The very first infant that I brought home from the hospital, we had him about 3 weeks and he just stole my heart.
And she didn't stop there. She reached out to The Call, a faith-based organization that's working alongside DHS to make up for the lack of foster families, providing training, family support, and community awareness. Baxter County didn't have its own chapter, so Tenille and others worked to change that. Less than a year after that little girl came through the clinic, The Call of Baxter County opened its doors.
We have been able to keep over 75 children in Baxter County just from our call homes that would have been placed elsewhere in the state.
Without a local network of foster families, social workers are forced to send already vulnerable children into unfamiliar surroundings.
Their home life is essentially being jerked out from underneath them. If they can keep the same teacher, if they can keep the same activities, it gives them a sense of safety that so not everything is uprooted in their lives.
The gap is closing in Baxter County. The number of foster families quadrupling in 3 short years.
She's really turned it around, and she's just making sure everybody's aware. Like, listen, this is a need in our community. These kids need us.
She's a fighter. She'll fight for the cause. Tenille gets out there and she shares it and she spreads it, and I think that's just it's infectious, you know, with people, and it resonates.
The Mountain Home community follows that lead and responds with generosity, filling the Call's closet with any materials a foster parent or a biological parent could need to keep their child healthy and safe.
Just feel like they're going to a store and going shopping, but everything's free.
Foster parents can count on everything from parties to support groups to something as simple as dinner.
That way I can really focus on that child and making sure that child feels welcome. And I have dinner already. That was unheard of before, you know, The Call and Tenille.
Without our faith, there's no way the Call would exist.
And without faith, there's no way Tenille could bear the sorrow that comes with being a foster parent.
My grief is not greater than the need.
The pursuit may be painful, but for Tenille Rawls, it's worth every tear, every sleepless night, every broken heart.
The kids are my true heroes. They are resilient. They are the most important part of this whole thing. They are worth it. Every single child is worth it.
And a reminder, our station is raising money for the Arkansas foster system by participating in the Walk for the Waiting. If you would like to donate or find more information on how to participate, just head to our website, arkansasmatters.org.